I have been walking around this nice little trail on Lummi Island where I work 1 day a week. And I've been pondering and thinking about timeouts this morning. And how loaded the word timeout can be for some of us. And how we can create a loadedness with that concept and that word for our children. I know I got a lot of timeouts growing up. And to me, it felt like a punishment. However, I had a really wonderful exchange with my mom in the last year talking about that, where she shared with me that she knew that I was a really sensitive little girl with big emotions. And when I got to that point, she just didn't know what to do. So she would send me to my room because she knew that she would observe that when I got sent to my room for a timeout, in time I would cool down and I would feel better. I never knew that. I always just thought like, oh, she can't handle me anymore and she's sending me away. When in reality, she was just doing the best she could, and she actually was acknowledging my traits. I won't say strengths or weaknesses, my traits. And I've thought about that so much with my own son. And with myself and in my marriage, actually. We do timeouts. But we don't put a lot of negative energy on them. And we also don't just give our little toddler timeouts. We also permit and allow ourselves to have timeouts. And they are reserved for when our emotions get too big, that we're just not able to think clearly or communicate clearly. And really the medicine that's needed in that moment is to just simply feel our feelings and let them pass. And to remove ourselves from the family unit, the dynamic, the interaction, maybe even the triggering cause of activating these big emotions, so that we can simply allow ourselves to cool down and calm down and practice skills in those timeouts. Like not only do we remove ourselves, but we remove ourselves and utilize calm down techniques to really make it effective and really give it the power of helping ourselves. So when I do offer my son a timeout, because I offer it, I'm not like, Leonidas, it's time for a timeout. I don't think that would work so well because I know it didn't work for me. But just simply saying, hey, like you're looking pretty frustrated there, upset. I'll help him identify his emotions with it. And then invite him, like, would you like some time and space to just simply cool down and calm down? Maybe you want to like hit your balloon. Maybe you want to do some of that breathing work that we work on, or listen to some music, or maybe just touch your soft blanket. He loves the senses. Yeah, if he could just have softness all day, he would just take it. And then there's times when I get upset and I'm like, you know what? I'm feeling impatient and frustrated, and I need a timeout so that I can shift this. So if you can excuse me for a second, I need to just go sit in my timeout for a moment and have some alone time, and then I'll be ready to come back and show up in a much more open and curious and compassionate way for you and me. And some timeouts showed up this morning, and it was really lovely because I was actually the observer of them, and it felt so much more like self-care than a tool for discipline or punishment. And anything else to say on that? I mean, gosh, going on a walk on a trail like this is a great sort of timeout of the type of activities I know I benefit from. I'm curious if any of you have some really great timeout techniques or activities that really work for you to help give you some space, to allow those flooding of emotions to calm and settle down, that help you to just feel more calm and soothed and get some more objective perspective on difficult situations. Please share. I'd love to hear them.